Hello children, how are you? Welcome again. So today I am going to completing the 10th problem in exercise 1.1. Okay, so see here, a water tank has steps inside it. A monkey is sitting on the topmost step, that is the first step. The water level is at the 9th step. Okay, so water tank is there, in that some steps are there. So there the monkey is sitting at the step 1. At step 1 monkey is here. Here the monkey is here. But the water level is at the 9th step. Water level is at the 9th steps. So how many steps it will jump to reach the water level? So that is at the 9th step. So how many jumps it has to do? So for that we can show that one by diagrammatically. See, for example, so draw the line. Here take the steps. So the first step, here the step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9. Step 9. In the first question what they given? He jumps 3 steps down and then jumps back 2 steps up. In how many jumps will he reach the water level? So that's why I said just now. So how many steps? How many steps the monkey has to jump to reach the water level? See, first step. Here take to come down. How many steps? For down 3 steps. Up 2 steps. First step jump, that is 1, 2, 3 steps means 1, 2, 3. So it will reach. He will reach at the step 4. This is the first jump. So after that 2 steps come back. That is back 2 steps. This is the second jump. Okay now? So next. Now the monkey is here. So again 3 steps down. 3 steps down. That is 1, 2, 3. 3 steps down. 3 steps down means the monkey is at 5. After that 2 steps up. 2 steps up. So this is the second jump. Okay, now this is the second jump, this is the third, and it is the fourth jump. Okay, now in the fifth jump 3 steps means at step 6. This is the fifth jump. So again up 2 steps up. Step 4, that is the which step? 6th jump. Very good. 6th jump at step 4. Now step 4 to 2 steps down. 3 steps down. That is very good. 7. This is the 7th jump. Okay, so now the monkey is at 7th step. 2 steps. 2 steps means at 5. Very good. Step 5. So that is the 8th jump. 8th jump. Next. Now the monkey is at step 5. So 3 steps down again. 3 steps down means 5 to 8. Very good. This is the 9th jump. Now the monkey is at step 8. 2 steps up. Very good. Point at that is step 6. This is the 10th jump. Now at step 6 to 3 steps down means exactly 9th step. That is the 11th jump. Now finally where is the monkey? So how many jumps it has completed? 11 jumps. After that 11 jumps it will reach the level of the water. So everything we write here. So that is the first jump that is 1 plus 3 steps. That is equal to 4. So it will reach at the step 4. In the second jump, at 4 to 2 steps up means that is second step. Similarly, third jump again from step 2 to 3 steps. It will reach a step 5. Similarly, fourth jump, 5 minus 2 steps up. That is third step. And fifth jump means at step 3 to plus 3 steps. That is sixth step, step 6. And the sixth step, and that is sixth jump. Sixth jump means step 6 to 2 steps up. That is 6 minus 2 is 4. This is the fourth steps. Now the monkey was the fourth step. Now seventh jump. That is 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So now the monkey was at seventh step. And eighth jump. That is 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Similarly, the ninth jump. So now monkey was at 5. 2 steps up means 5 minus 2 is equal to 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Now 10th jump. Now 10th jump is what? 5 plus, so here I confused. See, sorry, here 3 steps now. So 9th jump to plus 3 steps. Sorry, here 8th step. Sorry, 8. Again from 10th jump, 8 minus 2. Now the monkey was at step 6. Now 11th jump, that is step 6 to 3 steps down. 9th step. Okay, like this. The after 11 jumps, the monkey will reach the level of water at step 9. Okay, na? Right. And then come to the second question. What is that? So after drinking water, he wants to go back. So after 11 jumps, he will reach 9th step. Okay. Again, it has to reach the which step? First step. Okay. Top step. That is first step. So after drinking water, he wants to go back. For this, he jumps 4 steps up. 4 steps up. Last in this problem, 2 steps up. Okay. Now 4 steps up. 4 steps. And jumps back 2 steps down. In every move, in how many jumps will he reach back the top? In how many jumps? Now here how many jumps he will do? So then only it will reach the top step. So how to do this one? Same procedure. So like same procedure we can show here. See. First draw the line and the step 1. That is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and the 9th step. So now monkey was at here. Now monkey is here. So he has to reach step 1. So here the conditions are 4 steps and 2 steps. You have to use 4 steps up. Okay, 4 steps up. So here 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. 4 steps up. Out of how many steps jumps back? 2 steps. 1 or 2. Like that. Up 4. So come back downside 2 steps. So then how to apply that one? In the first 9th step to how to apply that? Now monkey is here. 4 steps up. 4 steps up means here it will reach 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. length. So 4 steps, and back how many? 2. So that is here. So this is the first jump. Yes, first jump. It is the second jump. Now monkey is at step 7. Here to how many steps move? Up 4 steps. That is 1. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. This is the third jump. Third jump. Again 2 steps. That is step of 5. This is the fourth jump. Fourth jump. So now monkey was at step 5. 4 steps. 4 steps up. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So now the monkey is at which step? First step. After how many jumps? 5 jumps. After 5 jumps. Thus the monkey reached back. So here you write, thus the monkey reached back to the back on the first step in the fifth jump. Fifth jump. 5 jumps. It has to complete. Then only the monkey will reach to the step 1. Okay, children. And the third question, see what they given. If the number of steps moved down is represented by negative integers and the number of steps moved up by positive integers, represent his moves in part 1 and part 2. Complete the following. So minus 3 plus 2 is equal to minus 8. 4 minus 2 plus and so on is equal to 8. In the question number 1, sum minus 8 represents going down by 8 steps. So what will be the sum 8 in B represent? So in the, if you observe in the step 1 and step 2, it is a step 2 in the step 1 condition. So the monkey comes down 3 steps and back up 2 steps. In the second question of 4 steps down, 4 steps up, 2 steps down. So observe from this here. So that in the condition down represents the negative integer and up means you have to take the plus. So how to show that minus 3 plus 2 minus and so on minus 8. Minus 3 minus plus 2 minus and so on is equal to minus 8 in the question A and B. So 4 minus 2 plus and so on is equal to 8. If the sum minus 8 represents going down by 8 steps, so what will be the sum 8 in B represent? So you have to do this one, you try yourself. Okay, the sum 8 in the question B represent in how many steps, by how many steps. So that one you have to do the same procedure. We will get the idea about that in the question number 10. Third one I am giving to you homework. You do this one homework. Okay, children. So already I explained that the properties of integers in the introduction class. So we have some properties. So that is closure property, commutative property and associative property. So in addition, under addition closure property is, so sum of the two integers. So take 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So the 5 is an integer or not? Yes. So the sum of the two integers is an integer. This is under the closure property. And what about the commutative? So commutative means, so the sum of the two integers. So if you add any two integers, that is right hand side or left hand side, both should equal, then it satisfies the commutative law. So that means A plus B is equal to B plus A. If A is 1 and B is 2, similarly 2 plus 1, both are equal? Yes, both are equal. So under the addition, commutative property also. And what about the associative? Associative law. If A and A, B, C are any three integers, then A plus B plus C is equal is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Under addition, closure property, commutative property and associative property. So what about in the subtraction? What about in the subtraction? So if a and b are any two integers, then a minus b is also an integer or not? So in the addition, a and b are any two integers, then a plus b is also an integer. Okay? In the closure property, a and b are any two integers, then a minus b is also yes integer. Take a is 1 and b is 2. Subtraction, 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is an integer or not? Yes, negative integer. So integers having positives and negatives. Yes. So minus 1 is a negative integer. So under subtraction, closure property. And what about the commutative? Commutative means if a and b are any two integers, then a minus b and b minus a both are equal? Not equal. Then how means? So take a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3. Substitute 5 minus 3 is equal to 3 minus 5. What about 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. 3 minus 5? Minus 2. 2 minus 2 both are equal? Not equal. In the similar associative property also, if any three integers a, b, c, a minus b minus c is equal to a minus b minus c, or both left hand side, right hand side values are not equal. Under the subtraction, only closure property. Under the addition, closure, commutative and associative property. And not only that, what is the additive identity? If we add any integer to 0, that is equal to a only. So that is the additive identity. Take 1 as the integer, add to it, it will give 1. So similarly 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 only. This is the additive identity. Okay. Then exercise 1.2, there we have to solve some problems based on the properties. Okay, keep heading in your notebook. Exercise 1.2. In that first question, write down a pair of integers. Pair of integers whose sum is minus 7 and whose difference is minus 10, and the third one whose sum is 0. Take the pair of integers. Pair of integers means two integers. Take the pair of integers. How to show? The sum is minus 7. Okay, so sum means addition. Okay, now? So now I am taking here minus 2 and minus 5. Minus 5. 2, 5 is equal to 7. Okay, now? 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. But here you have to show the sum minus negative integer you have to show. So then here you have to add minus 2 plus minus 5, that is equal to minus 2 plus into minus 5. Minus 2 minus 5 both are negative integers. In negative integers means you have to add first to them. So that is minus 2 minus 5 is equal to minus 7. Now the pair of integers, what are the pair of integers? Minus 2 and minus 5. So then only we will get the sum is minus 7. You can take any integers. Okay, now? Right. Similarly, difference minus 10. Difference 10. How will you get to 10 now? So suppose if you take the addition of two integers, 2 and 8, that is equal to 10. Okay? 4 and 6 equals to 10. So but here we have to show the difference. 10 we have to show the difference. So then further now I am taking here minus 2, one negative integer and one positive. Here 8 is the one positive, 8 and 2 both. If you do the sum, it is equal to 10. So now I have to show here the difference is minus 10. So difference minus 10 means difference, take the symbol minus, that is minus 2. Here minus 8. So what is the sum of these two negative integers? Minus 2 minus 8. Very good. Minus 10. Minus 10. Similarly, sum is 0. Sum is 0. Somehow you will show the answer is 0. Suppose if you take 3. Okay? 3 positive integer, and if you take one negative integer. One negative integer. Sum. We have to do the sum. Means addition. 3 plus of minus 3 is equal to 3 plus of minus 3 is equal to 3 plus into minus minus 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. This is 0 additive. 0 additive. So additive identity property. Okay now? So you can take any integer here 5. So that is addition inverse minus 5. Okay. So if you do the sum of 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. You can take any integers here. So next, similarly, the second question also same procedure. You have to write the pair of negative integers. Negative integers means you should take their two negative integers. So to show the difference, that is 8. B question, negative integer, positive integer whose sum is minus 5. And the third one, negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is minus 3. So we have to do this one homework in the exercise 1.2. The homework is question number 2, all problems, A, B, C problems we have to do. A, B, C problems. Okay children, and come to the third question, in which team A scored minus 40, 10, 0 and team B scored 10, 0, minus 40. In 3 successive rounds, which team scored more? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? Okay, here how many teams are given? 2 teams are given. So that is the name of the team is A. Team A got some score and team B got some score. So in the 3 rounds, successive rounds, the 3 successive rounds, 2 teams got some marks. Then which team is scored more? We have to find that. Before that, we write the given, the team A scored. Team A scored. So what are they? Minus 40 marks, 10, 0. Find the total score of team. Total score of team A. That is total means do addition, minus 40 plus 10 plus 0. Okay. So that is minus 40 plus 10 is equal to minus 30. That is the score of team A. Team B scored. Team B scored. So how many marks here? 10, 0, minus 40. Okay. So find now total score of team B. Total. Here also do the addition, 10 plus 0 plus of minus 40. Now 10 plus 0 is 10 plus into minus 40. 10 minus 40 is equal to minus 30. Observe here, team A and team B, both teams got the same score. So thus scores of both teams are equal. Which team is scored more? Both teams are scored equal marks. Now, can we say that we can add integers in any order? So both the teams got the same. Okay, can you add these two in any order? Yes. Why? Because both are equal. Team A, team B, both equal. We can add in any order by using which property? Exactly, that is commutative property. Yes. So write the final answer. Yes, we can add in integers in any order. We can add integers in any order due to commutative property. So commutative property is any two integers, A plus B is equal to B plus A. Okay, fourth one, fill in the blank. blanks to make the following statements true. Filling the blanks are there. So already you learned the properties of the integers, addition and subtraction of integers. See, let us see one example. I explain here. -5 plus of -8. Here -8 plus dash 5 8. So it is here -8 come. Similarly -5 will come. Which property it is? Very good. Commutative property. Then a plus b is equal to b plus a. That is the commutative property. Like that, 4 filling the blanks are there. All blanks you should fill in the textbook. So this one is homework. Question number 4. Filling the blanks. That is 1 to 5. Filling the blanks you have to do. This is your today homework.